Okay, in this video we're going to go over the new Facebook Pixel. This is mainly for folks that haven't, moved over to it. And if you haven't, I highly suggest you go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and bite the bullet. It's going to help you a lot more when you're scaling, and the faster you can start acquiring the data on the new Pixel, the faster you can start, creating audiences and targeting a little bit differently. So the new Pixel, it does three things: conversion tracking, which tracks your ads results, and optimization. It automatically bids for conversions, and it only shows the ads to the people most likely to convert, but you have to have some data on it first. So it kind of gets tricky when you're starting out. And of course, remarketing. You can build an audience of people, custom audience, who visit a certain page, URL, or who took certain actions. Or you can base it off of actions they didn't take as well, or how many days it's been since they visited, things like that. But here's a view of the actual code. You really won't have to deal with this on a third-party platform. We're just taking this code right here and pasting it in a box, and they set up everything else. But how it's set up is there's two parts: the base code and the standard event. So this goes on every part of a website, every page of a website, the base code. And then you can put a little snippet in here on the standard event, like add to cart, page view, or purchase. And there's actually 9 total standard events that Facebook has put in there for us, but we really only want to look at the first 3 here. Okay, just to give you an idea of how to use it after you install it. Once you get in your ads manager, you just click create ad and it takes you to this page here. But you're going to, here's your website conversion ad, and you just put in your link here, and then it's going to ask you what event or what do you want to optimize on. We can see I've set up a few and shared a few, but you can see purchase, view content, and add to cart. And so when somebody reaches the page add to cart, that pixel fires. When somebody reaches the end of the checkout or the thank you page, this pixel fires. And of course, every time they reach a page, this pixel view content is going to fire. So essentially, this only tracks page views, but according to we use these standard events to distinguish the action that they completed while they were there. And as you compile that data, so I have a pixel with 100, 300 purchases on it. I can create a lookalike audience now and target those people later. So we'll get into that, but I just want to give a quick view of that. Okay, now we're going to set up the new Pixel for a GearBubble campaign. So the first thing that we're going to do is copy the Pixel ID from in the Ads Manager. So when you're here, as you get to the Ads Manager, just go to Tools and click on Pixels. I have a couple in here, but this is the actual number we need. If you just have one pixel in there, you'll have to come to this page. You'll grab it right here, if you could see that. We're going to copy that and head on over to GearBubble. So okay, so you're going to go to your campaign and click on Settings, and then up here click on Tracking Pixels, Facebook, and you're going to come down here and paste that code right where it says Facebook Pixel. And then don't forget to click Update, and it will show you updated successfully. Okay, now you can head on over back to Ads Manager, and you still have this tab open if you left it. And now we can create a custom audience. So let's just go ahead and track all the page views that hit that particular campaign. So you'll go over here and click on create audience. And we want to track anyone who visits a specific web page. So it's going to include people who visit any web page that meets the following rules. And in this case, we just want to do URL contains, and then we're going to go to the GearBubble campaign that we just added the pixel code to, and we just want to take that part of the campaign. And anytime somebody visits gearbubble.com and it has this string of keywords in it, that pixel is going to fire as long as it's in the last 180 days. You can start there because that is the max. And if you've already been running traffic to a page, you can of course leave this checked when you're making a custom audience. But if you didn't already have this pixel on there, it's not going to track anything before that. So we can just name this I am Mantra. I can't spell. And that's all I do with mine, and then I'll create the audience, but I already have that audience, so I don't think it's going to let me. Huh, it did. But that is how you create a custom audience. So now it's going to track all the page views, everybody that visits that necklace. It's going to put them in an audience, and we can target them later. We can create a lookalike audience, and let me show you what that looks like. This is a fairly new ad account. I think it's like 6 or 7 campaigns, and this is the audiences I've created. So here's a few audiences. I kind of break them up just in 1%, or that's what I've been doing lately, but I group them together a lot. But in some cases, you can break them down, and the higher the percentage, I change up to a manual bidding strategy. And I'll kind of show you a little bit of that. But I created a lookalike audience just like this. So there's the one we created. So I'm going to go to Actions, check there, Actions, Create Lookalike. So the most targeted and honed in lookalike audience is this on number 1. That's a 1% estimated reach of the country. So choose a country and click confirm. There's not enough people, but that as soon as you have 100 hits on that pixel, you can make this audience. But you got to have 100, or Facebook doesn't have enough data to do anything with. And the bigger the sample that Facebook has to create that audience, the better. So, but I've created them from 100 sales, 100 page views, and it works. Now, how I created these, I didn't actually do it 4 times, so just real quick, you can, I skipped over that part, but you check the audience, create the lookalike, pick a country, and then you can go up here to advanced options, and it's going to allow you to make multiple options at the same time, multiple audiences at the same time. So right now it's set on 3. You can make up to 6. So I always do 1%. So that audience right there is a 1%, 2 million. And I've kind of experimented from here to here. I know if I do a 10% lookalike audience and I don't narrow it down and mix some interest in with it, it's pretty, I've never had one do very good. I've had some do close to profit, but but right here there's 6 audiences, and so we have a 1%, a 2%, and then we have a 2% to 5%, and you can see it's lined them all out right here, and you hit confirm, and it's gonna start doing its magic and find everybody that looks like, percentage-wise, that original audience. It's pretty cool, and that would be the traffic, page views. You can actually, when you're creating these audiences, you can exclude the buyers, and so you're only dealing with the actual traffic that didn't buy, and so you can retarget them with, another offer. And I can go ahead and show you how to do that real quick. So I would just do create a custom audience, website traffic, and we can do people visiting specific web pages but not others. So this is going to be the same as we had before. And then it's going to exclude people that landed on the checkout page, or excuse me, the thank you page. And that string looks like this for Gear Bubble. So anybody that visits the page for my campaign on that necklace and then buys, they don't make this audience. Within the last 30 days, of course. So you would just name that same, no buyers. That's what I do. So you can see I got buyers and let's see. So that's kind of how you set up the pixel in general, and a few things on a few ways you can use it. And we will get into plugging that into the campaign here shortly. I will see you on the next video.